Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're live here, and of course, it is Cruising with the Case Handler. I want to say a pleasant good morning, reaching out to each and every one. Okay, we're going to be addressing a few things before we speak about the show in itself and, what the show is all about. We want to be sensitive to what's going on out there. As I was having a conversation with my colleague, Adam Handler, that, we have to be sensitive to what's going on out there. So, obviously, we are going to be doing that. So I want to say welcome to each and every one to 93.5 WVIP. My name is David Squeeze Annakie. I'm a broadcaster, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a man that works with an attorney that I believe is, in my opinion, one of the greatest attorney. I mean, he can't say it, but I can say it. One of the greatest attorney when it comes to personal injury. And I disclaim that. I am saying that. He has helped, thousands of people to, of course, receive verdicts and settlements of well over $100 million. And he's here with me today. I think he's bunkered down in his home. And let's bring him on. Adam Adler, welcome to
Well,
Facebook at 93.5. How are you doing this morning?
I'm great, man. Well, as good as anybody can be under these times. It's almost like we're fighting. Almost like we're logging like a journal of our lives. We're going to look
Yes.
back at these segments, and I'm going to say 8:05. I wasn't in my car on my way to work right now.
Right.
I'm sitting in my family room, and that's because we at the firm have taken what we believe are the most drastic measures in trying to keep our firm open, right? I mean, there's a struggle right now, with businesses, and even though we're 50 something employees, we're still a small business compared to these
Mhm.
large corporations. And what do we do for our people? What do I do for my staff and my team that are so
Mhm.
dedicated to the clients? We have to figure a way to keep everybody safe, and shutting down operations entirely is just not an option. I mean, there are certain businesses that need to stay open. I saw today that Nordstrom's is now closed. A lot of retailers are closed, restaurants are closed. But how does a doctor's office stay closed? How does a law firm stay closed? We have serious business to attend to. People need to make sure that, as far as my firm goes, in my
Mhm.
practice, that their medical bills are being covered, for when they're going to those therapy sessions, or their orthopedic sessions. Or
Legal
what about,
representation, period.
absolutely. I
Period.
mean, I have clients that are out of work
Mhm.
because of these accidents. Hundreds of clients that are out of work because of an accident, and they're counting on us to process and fight the insurance companies to make sure that they're getting their lost wage check every week to put food on
Right.
the table, to pay the rent. So how do we balance it? My staff commutes, most of them on the subway, and what we're doing right now is we're running half speed, in that half of the office is in one day, half of
Mhm.
the office is in another day, and we're doing exactly what we're doing here. We're doing telecommuting. Everybody downloaded the Zoom app on their phone. Everybody's using FaceTime. Everybody has access online to the cases and are going to be checking in on clients to make sure they're okay. So half the staff in the office, half the staff out of the office, and then also opening the office a little later. We're opening at 10 now instead of 9, and we're closing at 4 instead of 6. So we're doing our part to try to keep that social distancing. But I'm thinking that one day we're going to look at this and we're going to get through this. I have
Yep.
zero doubt. But we're
Mhm.
going to say, how crazy was this time? How serious was this time? And what did we do, not only as people, but as a law firm, to make a difference to try to get through this as quickly as possible?
Absolutely. Once again, folks, if you're just joining us, this is Cruising with the Case Handler. The case handler being Adam Handler, an attorney that is a personal injury attorney with the law firm Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. We're doing the show, of course, in lieu of the coronavirus situation, which is what we are talking about. Okay. But as he noted, legal representation is needed in times like these. And ladies and gentlemen, he's at home right now. I am at home. As you can see, I'm in my robe. Notice that? You're
Big,
shaking it.
big, big
See,
daddy,
I'm
big daddy
home.
squeeze.
See, you know, I got a Hugh Hefner robe on. It's just not
Well,
red, it's
I
blue.
didn't, you're seeing the shirt, but you don't know if I'm wearing pants.
I saw a clip of a video of a guy who was working, and then he got up and his boss said, "What the?" But yes, so we are here, ladies and gentlemen. We wanted to let you know that the law firm of Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico is there for you with legal representation, because we're in a state and a world of dilemma right now does not mean that you don't have legal representation, which is needed even more so in times like this. It's not just
And
about what if something can go wrong, it's when something will go wrong. It's
right,
already going wrong.
and listen, most of our shows are full of energy and excitement about talking about big cases and big settlements and unbelievable victories in court, changing
Right.
lives. But I think the theme over the next couple of days, maybe even the next couple of weeks, is we're here for you, and that's really what it is. I already got a phone call yesterday about somebody that did test positive for the coronavirus, and he tested positive at hospital. I mean, he was exposed at a hospital because he was in the emergency room with some kind of, he was saying chest pain, but I don't think it was a critical situation like that, but it's maybe some difficulty breathing or something, but not relating to an illness. And he gets a call a few days later from the hospital administration saying, "Listen, were you in the waiting room on March 6th around 2 p.m.? He said yes, and he tested positive for the coronavirus. So he was definitely exposed in that emergency room, and he wanted to know if that was a malpractice case, which it's not. But the point is that we're here for you. We're here because people have questions. People don't know where to turn with something like that, or somebody gets sick at a restaurant. We get those calls too, or a construction accident, or a car accident. Some people don't think they have a case, or think they have a case, and it's not true that they have a case. But the point is, we're here for you. We're here to answer your questions. We give honest answers. And, we always say, if you do have a case, you got, one chance, one choice, and that's why we're your case handler. So I think right now we just need to reinforce the position that we are here for you. We are fighting for you. My current case handler clients have nothing to worry about. We will still continue to the best of our ability to push your cases. I mean, I settled 3 cases yesterday. So, the insurance companies right now are still working, but I was speaking to some of the representatives from Geico and Allstate that they will be working remotely at home too. But now everybody can access case files on their computer, and business will continue as far as we're concerned. So please, keep that number, save that number. I always say, hopefully you never need it, but God forbid you do. It's one more thing to feel comfortable and reassured during these very uncertain times, that there are people, regardless of your immigration status, that are going to service you and make sure that everything has the best possible outcome.
Let me give out a number, and I have a question for you, Adam. Once again, folks, this is Cruising with the Case Handler. The number here is, as a matter of fact, I want everyone, I know a lot of you are at home, some of you still going to work, some of you coming from work, some of you in the capacity of first responders and more. I need for you all to store this number. Some of you still have to be working on buildings that is needed as a construction worker, because it has to happen. Do dial this number, let it ring for 20 seconds. This way Adam can store your number and you can store his number. The number I need for you to dial right now when it comes to personal injury is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. Dial that number, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure that you store the number. Let it ring for a few seconds. Like I always say, I am here at home in my robe. Adam is at home also, chilling. He's going to be going in later on, okay? They're doing the right things, staggering things, and making sure things are safe. All right, 844-774-3529. David Annakie and Adam Handler, okay? You got the businessman and the attorney bringing it to you each and every single weekday right here at 8:03, and also on Saturdays a little bit after 7 o'clock, and Sundays a little bit after noon. So once again, store the number 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. Make that link, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, store Adam's number. Now, Adam, we know that there will be injuries. All right. No matter what, injuries do happen. It's just going to happen, unfortunately. Now, what if someone gets injured in this time where pretty much for the most part, everything is under lockdown, quarantine? How should they handle their situation? Should they handle their situation the same way, although there are restrictions that's being imposed on us by the governor, by mayors? How would you suggest that they go about handling things? Should they still call up the 911? People are afraid to actually call because they're worried that the people that's coming for them to help them is going to have the virus. This is something I need for you to expound on.
Man, they didn't teach me this in law school, right? And I think this is absolutely uncharted territory as far as advice goes. But I'm just going with my professional experience and what I know needs to happen. Obviously, if you're in a serious accident, you will need medical attention. And you got to call 911. You got to get those emergency responders. I'm sure they are doing everything they can to be safe. So listen, they may show up to an accident scene wearing, a decontamination suit and a face mask. They're doing everything they can to prevent getting sick as well. I mean, I'm sure their families are saying, you're going to be in contact with complete strangers. You need to protect us and you need to protect yourself. So I wouldn't really worry about that. What I have had issues so far over the past couple of days is that people don't want to go to the emergency rooms, right? They get into the car accident. Maybe it's not a life-threatening injury. Maybe they just have shoulder pain or back pain or neck pain. And they tell the first responders, listen, I'm going to live. All right. I'm not in any danger of dying from a traumatic injury. I don't want to go to the emergency room. I'll see how I am over the next couple of days. And listen, that's a very personal decision you can make, but I will give, to the extent possible, the same advice. If you're hurt, you call 911. You call the police. You have it documented how the accident happened, where it happened,
pictures,
why it happened, pictures. If you're seriously injured, you go to the hospital, you get checked out. Again, I have to imagine that the hospitals are doing everything in their power at this point, because everybody's well aware of the situation. Maybe 3 weeks ago they weren't, but at this point, everybody is doing whatever they can to keep distances. Maybe they'll keep patients 5 chairs away instead of stacking everybody in like sardines. I think you have to continue as business as usual, especially when you have a serious injury. But we are definitely going to have cases that come up for trial 2 years from now, in which the defense say, oh, how badly hurt could they be? They refused medical attention. And I'm going to pull out a calendar and show the jury. Well, you remember March of 2020? You remember what was going on every day? People getting sick, not knowing how they were getting sick or from who they were getting sick. Would you wanted to go to the emergency room if you felt lower back pain and knew that in a couple of days you can see your primary doctor and not be in a waiting room with 500 people? Those are the arguments I know we're going to make, because they're going to want to seize those arguments on their side. So to the extent possible, get checked out, be safe, health first. But it's a balancing act, and it's a decision that you need to make to figure out, what you need to do to not only stay healthy from this virus, but also to stay healthy with your actual physical body.
There you have it. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Cruising with a Case Handler. As I conclude, I need everyone to once again dial the number, store the number. It is a number you may need. If you don't need it, I assure your family members, your friends, your foes will need it. Dial the number now for the case handler. You have one chance, one choice, your case handler, and that's Adam Handler, your attorney. Make sure you make the call right now. Once again, the number is 1-800. No, not 1-800. 844-774-3529.
All the 800 numbers were taken, man. We tried it.
Yeah,
all the 800. You businessmen ate up all the 800 numbers.
Yeah, I just went into the BioLife mode for a minute. I had to catch myself. I had like, whoa.
That's all right. Yeah, that's because you're in the robe. When everybody is in a robe.
Yeah, I'm in a robe, man.
You can't conduct business in a robe. Unless you're a Hugh Hefner, you can't conduct business in a robe, man. Just like I am not wearing pants right now. I'm wearing shorts, but I'm ahead of you right now.
Yeah, but at least what's happening here depicts what's going on overall. With everything. Me being in a row, being at home. Everything. You still at home. Normally you're in your car, and like you said, we're gonna reflect on this. We're gonna be
Still got
telling
my
our
coffee.
grandkids. Yeah, still got your coffee. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm drinking this morning is a lot of water. A lot of water. Thank God I got a cycle machine in my house, a Peloton, so I don't even need to go to the gym days, to do anything, stay away. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, store the number. The number is 844-774-3529. I want everybody to wake up. Wake up. We're still alive. We still got life. I am David Annakie. He's Adam Handler, your case handler, and we still love you, and there will still be love after this. So right now, wake up. Stop thinking it's the end of the world, because it's not. We will get through this. It's just how you handle it. But right now, save this number for your case handler. It's 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. You see that Liberty behind me? That little dot back right there behind me, that's the Statue of Liberty. We still got freedom in this country. We're still forging ahead. We will win this war with this virus. I promise you. Adam Handler and I, we're here fighting for you when it comes to, of course, personal injury. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing it by way of broadcasting. He's doing it his way by being an attorney for you. Make the call, 844-774-3529. I need for you to dial it now, please. 844-774-3529. I implore you to call that number, 844-774-3529. As the attorneys would say, it would behoove me not to tell you to call 844-774-3529. Think I don't know the lingo, huh? 844-774-3529. So do your due diligence and make sure that you call Adam Handler.
You're on fire right now.
Okay,
fire.
844-774-3529. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you need to have some kind of recourse. God forbid you get hurt in an accident. Make that call, 844-774-3529. I've got depth, man. It's what it's all about, man. Thank you so much, man.
We're in this together. We'll get through it together. Play some good music for us today.
I will do that, man. Okay, there you go. Prior results do not guarantee similar outcome. This has been an attorney advertisement brought to you by the law firm of Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. I'm going to go play some music in my robe right now as we fight this war of the coronavirus. Thank you, Adam Handler, my attorney, and of course, everyone's attorney, because they've got one chance, one choice, and they've got you. You're the case handler. All right? Thanks again.
Facts.